Welcome to Bad Advice, a podcast filled with interesting, sometimes plain shitty advice that startup founders have received or investors given that made someone learn the lesson the hard way. My name is Jurģis Kalniņš from BADideas.fund. The podcast is brought to you by Investment and Development Agency of Latvia and Investment and Tourism Agency of Riga. Today's guest is Kristaps Krafte, but more on him after the short intro. Kristaps is the founder of several digital health companies, including Latvia's leading digital therapy platform, Vigo Health. He's also building Praxis Assistants, an AI-driven decision support tool for GPs. Across ventures, he's raised private and public funding, scaled health tech products, and influenced national digital health policy. And with all those ventures so far that you've gathered, I need you to finish a sentence. Mm-hmm. If I could go back in time and slap my past self.
Oh my God, stop. You bitch.
What would you say? What would be the message to this?
Oh my God.
We will set him right here.
He has no idea what's about to go down. But what would I tell him?
How would you prepare him?
Oh, I would just say, buckle your seatbelt, go to therapy.
We can literally thank him that you're here, but now...
And also can I just say, scrape that gum off your shoes. Like, can you see?
That is gross, yes.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And I went to a photo shoot like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the photographer, I blame the photographer.
Seriously, he should have been like...
Prison.
Help me. Yeah, anyway.
That was like 2010, 2011. At that time, did you know that, okay, I wanna be in health tech, I wanna build some cool stuff?
So yes, I knew that I wanted to build stuff. But I wasn't sure where and what it's gonna be, and I wasn't into health tech until I think I turned 25 or 26. That was university. You know, I studied my master's degree in a program that's called Innovation in Healthcare. So I finished my studies, and then I figured, okay, now it's a good time for me to build something. And I actually built Vigo Health based on my research that I did for 2 years in stroke care and stroke rehabilitation. I really understood the need based on those 2 years of research. I figured, hey, I want to do something about it. I want to change the world.
And what were the people that you were surrounded by? First days of Vigo, 2018 to 2020, did you have a good bunch of people who were providing good ideas and helping you out as well?
A good bunch of people, yes and no. Providing me with ideas, yes. There were stuff that they were telling me. I can give you, a few examples. So my partner at the time, he was very supportive. He told me I'm a genius and that I can do whatever I want and I'm going to be successful, which is, maybe delusional. But then there was my mom who told me, Kristaps, you better do something meaningful. Maybe, go
She was
and...
like, you better work.
But in a real sense. She was like, you better work. Maybe, do something like... I don't want to say manual, but she was like, well, go and dig a ditch. Like, at least you're going to be useful in some sense other than building your imaginary digital product, Mm-hmm. So that advice was kind of like, boom. Thanks, Mom.
Mm-hmm. But we love her. We love Mom.
No, of course I love my mom. I love my mom. My mom was, I think, still is one of the most sane people. So I should have maybe followed her advice.
Imagine you would be... Well, there's nothing wrong with digging out a ditch.
Yeah.
You can dig it out for yourself.
But can you see me as a blue collar worker? I don't know.
You?
I don't know. I don't think so.
And with all of this in mind, does your mom still hold the same beliefs she held in the past?
No. She stopped holding these beliefs when I raised money. She was like, oh, that's a business? She was so surprised that something in my imagination can earn me a living and help me hire a team of people.
That's sweet. We all come around.
Yeah, sooner or later.
Okay, The story about your mom not believing in you. Who else didn't believe in you? Was there anyone else who didn't believe in you?
I mean, investors.
Okay. Why so?
I mean, but it's natural. It's you need to, I think, speak with what's the statistic, 60 or something investors, and here 60 no's to get that one yes. So of course investors didn't believe in me, but that's to be expected.
When you're talking to investors, is it just them not believing in the product, or were they also trying to provide you with some guidelines and advice?
I mean, there was so much advice. There was, oh, Chris, you should talk to this growth hacker. I was like, growth hacker? And I talked to the growth hacker, and we had like some collaboration, but just the money bad spent. I mean, I heard so much stuff from investors, Oh, but there was this one investor who told me, I think in one of the first meetings that I had with him, you need to watch these 2 movies and then come back. And I was like, okay, so what am I gonna see in those movies? He's like, you'll see. They're important. If we want to collaborate, it's important for you.
Was it Frozen?
No, imagine. But no, so anyway, I went home and watched the movies, and then I texted an investor, and I took notes. I watched the movies and I took notes because I was like, oh, but this must be important. No, this must be important. And then I wrote back to the investor and I was like, ooh, thank you so much for, the great,
Now give me money.
great input in movies. Like, let's discuss. Radio silence. What? Nothing. So anyway, when I sent him the email back, I didn't hear anything in return. I thought, sometimes investors just don't want to feel stupid, but they want to give you an advice. Oh. And then when they give you the advice, you should just take it and do whatever with it. And there's really no, at least in this case, there was nothing that followed. Maybe he just, I don't know if he forgot about me, but probably just had other more important stuff in his life. But really, this was an advice that I was just like, oh, okay. So
what was it like during a due diligence call, or at what point?
No, early in. No,
Okay.
No. I didn't get
They're like,
ghosted
we're almost
there. We're almost there, and then radio silence.
Oh, you watched the movie?
Yeah, but at least now I've seen Silver Linings Playbook.
Oh, okay,
So at
that
least
one. With Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah, so at least I've seen that now.
Yeah, that's a good movie, but relation? Question mark?
There's no, but I made a lot of. I can send you my notes. I made a lot of business related. But did it really help me somehow? No.
After watching that movie, was that a low point for you? You're like, I'm not, and you got ghosted, and you're like, no, this is it. I'm turning my life around.
Honestly, the only thing that I really wanted to get out of watching these movies is I just wanted to make it to the next meeting. I really took it seriously. I was like, oh, I really, I took notes and stuff, and because I really just wanted to make it to the next meeting, and then that didn't happen. So I was like, okay, well, I guess I need a different approach. And investors are also just people, and you can kind of feel it when it is working out and when it isn't working out. And if it's not working out, don't fucking push it.
What's the indication? What's the signal that you feel like, oh, it's not happening, it's not working out?
Well, when it's kind of a one-way communication
from your end.
Yeah. Or when I don't know. I think it's just on a human level you can kind of see if they are engaged with you during a conversation or if they're not.
How would you package your whole experience with your movie watching story into a good advice, maybe?
Okay, so movie watching story, screw that. Whatever. But if there's really a takeaway from this conversation, I want this to be the following. I don't think the rapport matters Well, rapport matters, but it doesn't matter as much as the hard stuff. You actually need to prove that your business model works here, and you need to start bringing in the cash. Because even if you have good rapport with investor and the vibe is right, it doesn't mean anything on a balance sheet. And company has a balance sheet, same investment company has a balance sheet. They also need to make sure that that business that we're going to invest in is going to bring us a return. So entrepreneurs focus on bringing in the cash. Focus on the cash flow. Don't focus on making the most perfect pitch deck, on being in the best relationships with the investor. Although, I mean, that's important. But really focus on your business.
What stage was the company at when you started raising?
So for Vigo, for my first company, we were in the very early stages. We didn't even have a product, and I was kind of broke, and that's when we started raising. And that's probably the worst timing to start raising.
So you didn't have any numbers, you didn't have...
No, I had nothing. But I think that was a mistake. I think that was truthfully a mistake.
Before we round up, let's do a quick lightning round of statements, questions, comments that I have, that our listeners have. First things first. Founders should never give away more than 15% in their first round.
Correct.
Why?
You need to anticipate that there's going to be way more rounds going forward. First of all, you're also putting 10 to 15% for your option pool. And then if you anticipate that your company is going to grow rapidly and your investors should too, then I don't think you should give away more than 10 to 15% in each round, not only the first round.
Mm-hmm. How many rounds did you go through?
2 successfully, and then the third did not go through. Flop. But Series A is one of the most difficult to raise, especially in Latvia.
Mm-hmm. Okay, number 2. I don't know how much experience you have with this one, but taking money from family or friends is always a mistake.
No, not always. Yeah, not always.
Did you take money from your mom?
No, she didn't give me any. She was like, go dig a ditch.
The best VCs are the ones who stay out of your way. Talking about building good rapport.
Yes. Mm-hmm. I agree. Founders should be the ones who approach the VC looking for helping to solve a problem. VC, because it doesn't matter actually, VC or an advisor, they will never know what you're really going through. You know what you're going through. You know what you need help with.
Next one is quite controversial. You need a pitch deck to raise money.
Not necessarily. For the most part, you do. But not necessarily, especially if you're raising a very, very early stage funding. Sometimes 99% of the time you need a pitch deck. Let's say that.
Mm-hmm. Raising less money is always safer than raising more.
No, disagree. Raise as much as you can.
What if an investor says, for instance, we have a syndicate and we can raise more money. And for instance, you were planning on raising 500K, but we can give you like 700K. Would you take it?
Depends what they need in return. Do you need more shares? No. So I think it's more important that you raise as much money as possible for giving away as little shares as possible.
Founders should be fundraising all the time, constantly.
It should be on kind of the back of our minds, I think, but active fundraising is way too time-consuming to do it all the time. There's way more important things for founders to do.
And to round everything up, we have bad advice. We also have cringe advice. Honestly, I would put the movie thing in the cringe advice, but maybe you have something else you want to share.
The most cringe advice. Yeah, so there is one that I keep hearing. And I think that even to this day, I keep hearing it once in a while. And it's move fast and break things.
Oh.
And I think it might apply to other industries, but I work in healthcare. And if you move fast and break something in healthcare, then you are, then you might have, leaked data, or you might have misdiagnosed somebody, or you might have given a false advice, and that's in the best case scenario, court case. In the worst case scenario, you are getting ready to move out of Latvia and go to a country without extraditing possibilities. So move fast and break things is definitely not a good advice. Oh, I'll tell you after this.
Well, everyone, that was Kristaps Krafte from Praxis Assistants, Vigo Health. All the Latvia's health tech industry is on your shoulders.
Well, no, that's not true.
How can people check you out or reach out to you as that, oh, I need help?
How can people check me out? Here. No, so they can find me on Instagram at Kristaps Krafte.
And you will respond and you will say, yes, you need to do this.
Yes, or I mean, better on LinkedIn. Just connect with me on LinkedIn. Yes, and feel free to reach out for an advice. I also run a digital health association, and that's specifically meant for a young, for any private company or anybody interested in digital health, but especially for young companies that are just starting out, and if needed, we can help with advice.
Thank you everyone for watching. That was Kristaps Krafte. My name is Jurģis Kalniņš from BADideas.fund, and see you soon. Bye.
Bye.